Hi, I'm Lenny, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing the first new episode of SNL, Saturday Night Live in the year 2020, and this episode was hosted by Adam Driver. Adam Driver's coming off a very successful year for himself with The Marriage Story and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and that's what I'm going to discuss in this video. So let's get it. SNL's back for the year 2020. This episode is hosted by Adam Driver. This cold opening is based off President Trump's impeachment hearings. Jon Lovitz is back and he's playing President Trump's lawyer. He's playing Alan Dershowitz. You know, everyone knows Alan Dershowitz. Anyway, Alan Dershowitz is brought to hell because the devil is a big fan of his. The devil, he, she, or it, whatever you want to call the devil, is played by Kate McKinnon in this sketch. And she brings Alan down to hell because she's a big fan and the devil wants Alan to be on his podcast. While Alan is in hell, he runs into Jeffrey Epstein, who is played by Adam Driver in the sketch. Alan actually represented and was the lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein, who went to jail, hung himself, committed suicide. So when Alan sees him there, he asks Jeffrey what he's been up to, and Jeffrey answers, just hanging around. While he's there, Alan also runs into Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, Flo from Progressive and those wonderful Progressive commercials, and Mr. Peanut, who has recently been killed by planters. As far as cold openings go for the show, it was pretty funny. It pushes the envelope pretty far in this sketch, and that's what you gotta admire when comedy is willing to push the envelope. So, fairly good cold opening. Next, we got the Monologue. This one is based off of Adam Driver himself. How the general public misconceives Adam Driver as being too serious, and that he's not all that serious. He has a comedic side. He's very relaxed. His goal within this monologue is just to play it very chill. Just play it very chill. Take it nice and slow. And just show the audience and everyone how chill he is. Adam mentions that another misconception about him is that he hates being on the red carpet and hates red carpet premieres for his films. And that is not the case. He loves being on the red carpet. No, actually, he doesn't. But he says the reason why it looks like he doesn't like being on the red carpet is because he hates his smile. Adam says he looks like a kidnap victim when he tries to smile. A kidnap victim that is secretly trying to signal with their eyes that they need help. I don't believe that to be true. Adam has a lovely smile. He's a handsome gentleman. First sketch of the show takes place at a house. A group of young girls is having a sleepover, and Adam Driver plays the father of the daughter that is hosting the sleepover. He comes downstairs trying to figure out how to ask and inquire which one of the young ladies clogged up the toilet with a sanitary napkin. The sanitary napkin caused the toilet to overflow and shoot water into the electric socket, causing a fire and flooding. And none of the girls are owning up to it. And then there's maybe like five or six girls. None of them are owning up to it. And then Kate McKinnon, playing the character Megan, comes down the stairs in her pajamas. They're all soaked and wet, and her hair is fried from being electrocuted. So the obvious choice of who it is would be Megan. So the gist of this sketch is simple. Adam Driver, who's playing the dad, is trying to figure out who flushed the sanitary napkin down the toilet, even though the obvious choice would be Megan. Since this is a sketch, the obvious choice is not going to be the correct choice, and he's trying to figure out whose parents he needs to call to talk to ask for the $10,000 that he's going to need to repair the damages. Turns out, all the girls have been flushing their sanitary napkins down the toilet, and his daughter has been doing it for weeks, for years, for months, and that is basically what causes the toilet to overflow one final time and the house to burst into flames and catch on fire. This sketch was, Sketch number 2. It was the follow-up to the Undercover Boss episode where Kylo Ren goes undercover on Star Killer Base. So this one is Undercover Boss, Where Are They Now? Kylo Ren edition. This time around, Kylo Ren plays Randy, the new intern, It's the same gist as the previous one, Undercover Boss with him. This is probably my favorite sketch of the night. Same premise, same kind of jokes, same but different, but still good. Sketch number 3. Concept of this one is there's 2 college students that have been cast to be in a Del Taco commercial. And while they're there with the director of the commercial, Adam Driver plays the VP of Del Taco branding. And he looks very much like a 70s porn star with his mustache and this wig that kind of gives him a very pedophile, stalking children around the schoolyard kind of look, vibe to it. It looks very sleazy. It looks sleazy. The gist of this one right here is all that the male college student actor has to say is, "Oh man, I'm out of cash," and deliver that line. He keeps saying it the way that the director and the VP of Del Taco branding ask him to say it. They keep saying that he's saying it all wrong, so he tries to tell them in different ways, and they're like, take off your pants or take off your shirt. And all you have to say is one line. It's like, "Oh man, I'm out of cash." And he can't get it, but he is getting it, and that is the basis of the sketch. This one was also, nah. Sketch number 4 with Adam Driver. This sketch is about a television show on PBS called The Science Room, hosted by Professor Zachary Adams. 2 students with him, 2 young students. Basically, the concept of this sketch is like a TV show that I used to watch when I was little. It was called Mr. Wizard. I believe it was on Nickelodeon, where this old dude, this old science dude, professor dude, would have like these kids on, but he was kind of grumpy and the kids were all into it, but he seemed kind of grumpy. This sketch that we're watching in this show, premise of this sketch was like Mr. Wizard and Adam Driver's playing the professor, like I said, Zachary Adams, with these 2 complete idiot kids that can't grasp the concept, and he loses his mind, and that is the premise of this sketch also. This sketch was also, this sketch wasn't good. Sketch number 5 for the evening was this. It's a music video. Halsey was the musical guest on the show that evening, and she stars in this music video. Basically, it looks like an old school 90s R&B group. We got 3 members within the group. We got Kenan Thompson. We got the other black dude, who I apologize, whose name might be Chris Red. I'm not sure if it's Chris Red. If it's not Chris Red, I'm going to just call you Chris Red for this one. You're mad funny, my dude. I just don't know your name. And it also has Adam Driver. The name of the song or of the video is called Slow. Adam Driver has the deepest voice of them all. He's kind of like my man that used to be in Boyz II Men with that really deep bass voice who just kind of come in with that bass hum. So it's about having date night and how they gonna make love to the woman and do all these nice things, nice and slow, but they're actually slow like turtles. So it takes them all evening to get to their dates, and by the time they get to the dates, girls just want to call it an evening. They're not even interested in going out anymore. But since you're here, you might as well come in, and we might as well, get together and have some whoop whoop. But like most dudes, they finish up in less than 30 seconds anyway, so everything's slow except their lovemaking, and they get booted and they say, "Oh my God, that's never happened before," and they leave. End of video, end of sketch. The 6th sketch with Adam Driver, and it takes place in medieval times. Not the time period, but the restaurant chain in New Jersey. Adam Driver plays a fellow named Cameron. Cameron is taking acting classes at a community college and has decided to go improv on his shift at medieval times, and he declares himself the Red and Yellow Knight. He also kind of dons a wig and makes himself look like Mel Gibson in Braveheart, kind of, sort of, and decides to go rogue with his lines and bring in weapons that he has made on his own to take out revenge on his boss. This sketch also was it wasn't good. Sketch number 7 was called Cheer. A spirit squad, cheerleaders, guys and girls, they are trying to make this reality TV show called Cheers. They are trying to make the cut so that they can go to, I believe, Daytona, Florida, and compete in the cheer competition. Basically, everyone on their squad is hurt, but they are still giving it their all and being very peppy and very cheerful. And that's the gist of this one. It basically goes nowhere. 8th and final sketch of the evening takes place at Lily's Diner, where the waitress is in charge of cleaning up for the evening. It's her job to marry the ketchup bottles together. So what she has to do is take a empty bottle of ketchup and add it to another empty bottle of ketchup and marry them together, so to speak, so that it's one bottle. But in her mind, she daydreams that she's actually marrying the bottles of ketchup, marrying in holy matrimony these separate bottles of ketchup so that they can live life together as one. The hell, that's two, dude. As one bottle of ketchup. They are about to get married, and the female version of ketchup says that she cannot get married. She is living a lie. She is actually not ketchup. She rips off her label, and it turns out that she's actually catch-up. Catch-up, little tomato. C-A-T-S-U-P. Adam Driver, who's a bottle of ketchup, says he can't believe that he was going to marry some second-tier ketchup that's not even ketchup, but catsup. And then the female ketchup remarks, well, he's not even Heinz, he's Hunt's, so it doesn't even matter. And she's in a relationship with Cholula hot sauce, and they are going to get married. And that basically is the premise of this one. And that's the episode of Saturday Night Live. We then close out with a goodbye segment, the good old clap on stage, Adam Driver thanking people, all the cast members on stage, credits roll, the band plays. All in all, this episode was, all right. I was hoping for much better. I know that Adam Driver is a great actor, and he does have comedic ability. It's not his fault. He didn't write these. Do I blame Adam Driver? No. I would still watch another episode with Adam Driver doing SNL again. All in all, the episode was okay. Let's say I was going to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being absolute garbage. 10 being out of this world, amazing. I would say this episode is mid-road. Middle of the road. I'd give it a 5. It's not the worst episode that I've ever seen. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see other videos like it, all you have to do is hit the YouTube logo, which is down in the corner over here. By hitting that lovely button, you'll get a notification next time I upload a brand new video. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to talk about these things that I'm passionate about. Thank you for your time. Thank you for lending me your ears. I greatly appreciate it. Please be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you soon.